We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 31, check 31. Hey.
They'll try the left side. It's Ellis, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
56 to Mike.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Jones. Man open, it's Goodwin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch the safety creep. Kill. 49. Check 49.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
I got you. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Throwing Jones. He finds McCoy. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On 1st down, here's Breida. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards on the ground.
and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Cardinals' 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd and 6. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Arizona.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hey.
They'll run on 1st down. Ellis. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one.
And now look at him go. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On first down, it's Ellis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
56, Mike, 56 right there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, Mike 52. Double dog. That's the way. Check 4, turn out.
2nd and 5. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
It's just me and you.
On first down, Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run on first down. Ellis.
Talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Murray now on first down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Boom. Mark 54.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Joker. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
On 2nd and 2, Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Niners 10, Cardinals 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jones. Off play action. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 13-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A final shot before half for Murray. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it's just... It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Alert flare.
They go counter with Breida. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Tight down. There you go. Shoot. 66. Pull it. High 7.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones, throw left side, caught by Goodwin. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Breida. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Jones will find Goodwin here on the right side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now it's Breida. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Check 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, you can darn near lay down.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Go. 54 Mike.
Here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
And to give this time to the tailback. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
And 1 yard to go.
Let's go. Let it in. Check. Watch 54. Watch the slip.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 18 yards. First down, Niners. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On 1st down, Harding. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I get the thought process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Hey, hold on. Nice 50, nice 50.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ellis. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They run with Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for San Francisco, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.